But right now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to invite to the podium Vic Sexton, who's representing the mayor's office for the ribbon cutting today. Mr. Sexton.
I'd like to say a hearty good morning to each and every one of you. As Mr. Clark has stated, my name is Vic Sexton. I'm the Small Business Outreach Coordinator for the City of Jackson. And unfortunately, the mayor cannot make it this morning. But I wanted to recognize the other city employees here with me today. Teresa Kennedy, who was here. Teresa, she works out the mayor's office. And I'm serving our firefighters for representing 5 and 7. 5 and 7. They're here to protect you, just in case you don't want it to happen, but you gotta know they're your best friend. We just are so excited to be here today. And Mr. Hatten, who I've known a long time, is the best leader that the organization could have to put in a position to prosper. So Mr. Hatten, if there's anything we can do from the city's perspective, just let me know. And I'd like to congratulate Mr. Williams, Mr. McKinney Williams. I'd like to submit him. And my honoree, thank you. And the mayor would just want to say congratulations and keep on doing what you're doing. And we're so honored that you chose a city of Jackson establishment to do this there. And Mr. Clark, you know what I told you earlier, if anything I can do to help you, just let me know. So I look forward to hearing some good music, and thank you very much.
And now I'd like to invite the Greater City of Jackson Chamber of Commerce to come up and finish the ribbon cutting.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Vanda, Crowe, Vice President of Bancorp South, and I'm also the Chairman for the Greater Jackson Chamber Partnership Ambassadors. At this time, I would like for all of our ambassadors to raise their hand and tell us what company you're with and who you're representing. Ms. Carolyn?
Carolyn Harrison, Capital Staffing.
I'm Weta Watson, Southern Research Group.
Suzanne Vaughn, Jackson, Convention and Visitor Bureau.
Tony Webb, Wells Fargo Bank.
Andy Hinton, Trustmark Bank in Condren.
Tony Allen, Trustmark Bank.
I'm Pat Ladner, retired from MMI Hotel Group.
Natasha Mayport, City National Bank.
I'm Allison Parr, Bank Plus.
We got one back here.
Trustmark up Meadow Group State Street.
Anybody else? Well, the Chamber is delighted to have you here, and at this time, I guess we're going to do a ribbon cutting. All right.
Okay, on the count of 3, we can cut. 1, 2, 3, cut.
As always, down here in beautiful Condon. I have the pleasure of introducing today one of my dear friends of a long time, Mr. Jim Hatten. Jim and I met about 4 years ago, and if any of you know Jim personally, you know he met me with a smile and a handshake. And if you know him any further, he asked me for a favor, and that favor was for my band and I to perform down at the King Edward Hotel for a very historic event. That event was the day the Mississippi Legislature passed new craft beer laws, and Jackson's first own Lucky Town Brewery gained all of their funding through the Kickstarter fund for the celebration that night. He was front and center for my band the whole time, and that led to him being a huge supporter for the last 3 years through all of our touring, album releases, and awards, and he's been a huge proponent of that. And the whole time he's always spoke about the Mississippi Barbecue Trail being his concept and his idea. He attained a 4-year degree in marketing management technology, in which he competed in Distributive Educational Clubs of America, which I too was in Dept as well. And we had that common bond, and he knocked it out of the ballpark and won several awards, and that led to the beautiful inception of Mississippi Barbecue Trail. He formed the website last year, I believe it was June 10th, and launched it, and it has a full directory that offers up to 200 connections with Mississippi barbecue joints. And that before is unprecedented because there was no option to get a hold of most of these barbecue places. They were unheard of. They were mom and pops, they were small businesses, a lot of places that were a little outdated with technology. They didn't have that opportunity before. And now with the idea of the Mississippi Barbecue Trail, people can log onto this website and get the opportunity to find all these hidden jewels in Mississippi and get connected with them. Jim served in military duty. He has 28 years of aerospace technology management experience with a Fortune 500 company and 7 years of retail experience. So without further ado, man, the hour, Mr. Jim Hatten, the Mississippi Barbecue Trail.
Thank you so much, Chad. My good friend, Chad Wesley. And it's just been a thrill to get to know you, and I'm just so gratified for my friends and family to be here today. It's just a great thrill. This has been a long time coming over the last 4 years, putting this together. And first, I'd like to thank the City of Jackson. I'd certainly like to thank the Pig and Pint, our very first subscriber to our advertising service. And we're just very grateful to the Pig and Pint for their support. And we hope all the barbecue joints in the state will join with us. If each of us do a little bit together, we can do a lot. I'd like to thank the Chamber of Commerce today and for all their terrific support. It's been many years coming that I've wanted to be a chamber member, and it's a great thing, a great day today to celebrate. And thank you so much. I'm just thrilled, looking forward to many years together. Also, like to thank the Mayor's Office and Mr. Sexton that I've known for many years for joining us today, and MDA Tourism Division that's been very supportive in all the work they've done on the Blues Trail, and we hope to help out and bring that larger audience to the barbecue trail. Also like to thank the Jackson Convention and Visitors Bureau and all support that they give our city, and appreciate their time and just the wonderful things that you do for our town, helping us grow up a lot. Thank you. And then the Vice President, Ms. Shawn Hatten, with us today. And I'd also like to add a big thank you to my advisory board for the Mississippi Barbecue Trail. And I have a little something for you today, a little thank you, Dr. Catherine Clark of Brandon.
No, Clinton.
Dr. Clark, I have a gift for you today as a member of our advisory board, and I just appreciate your service helping us develop this, and a little journal for you. Thank you so much. And a platinum sponsor of the Mississippi Barbecue Trail, Ms. Kayla Paul Lindsay. If you come up for a moment, I just want to thank you so much for all the encouragement and support that you've given the barbecue trail. Mr. Will Brooks of iFuse Art Plus Design, if you come. This gentleman is our graphic designer that did our logo and just has given us so much support and did our logo buttons today, and just appreciate all your help. Mr. Brooks, thank you so much. And Dr. Clyde Morgan, who couldn't be with us today, and all his mentorship. I just appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Today, talk about just very briefly, the Mississippi Barbecue Trail is a promotion campaign for all the barbecue joints in the state. 4 years ago, I surveyed this industry and discovered that hardly 20% of the barbecue joints, you could find them online. They didn't have a website, they didn't have a Facebook page, or they weren't using it. And so that the tourists and even local residents can't find these great places. And that, it just fell right into just who I am, because I love barbecue. And I love meeting people and getting people to tell me stories, and maybe I tell them a couple stories. But it's just so exciting to have a chance to talk about this industry and these people that do this. You know, most of the barbecue joints in the state, they're a mom and pop operation. They got 5 to 9 employees. They're bringing in less than $250,000 a year, and they can't afford to advertise 2 blocks down the street. So I wanted to lift this industry up and explode this internet presence so that people could learn about these places out in the country and in the city, and find out how much great barbecue there is in our state. I mean, if you've got good food, maybe throw out a cold beverage, you can have a party right there. And I think that's going to be something that's going to be our motto over these next years. So over these next 3 years, as this program continues to roll out with our printed trail guide, our Blues Artist of the Year, and our advertising campaign, we hope that you'll follow us at our website, www.msbbqtrail.com, and keep up with what we're doing through our social media, Facebook page, and our blog on WordPress. One of the key components in Mississippi culture is friends and family. If you live in the South, you know, if you break down on the side of the road in Denver, Colorado, probably nobody going to stop and tell you, you better have a cell phone. But if you're in Mississippi, somebody's going to pull over, and they'll probably not only get you gas, but take you home and feed you, and get you on your way, give you $5 for gas. I mean, the people in Mississippi, it's all about friends and family. That's our culture. I mean, we're like one big family down here, and you can tell because we fight about everything right out in public. And may not be in public too eventually, but you can tell we're all family that way. And a big part of that is these stories that are captured in song for generations on generations. Today we're here to celebrate the Blues Artist of the Year on the Mississippi Barbecue Trail that's carrying on this fine family tradition. This gentleman's from Lexington, Mississippi, grew up in a family and a home full of music. His father, T.L., was a blues singer and a preacher, and recorded with the Williams sisters a successful album and on tour, and the gentleman began to play the guitar, and at 12 years old, his mother gave him his very first guitar and gave his older brother a matching bass. And it wasn't long, and they were sneaking out of the house at night to drive up to the juke joint up in Acona, up to the village, to play the blues from a young age. As a grown man, getting married in a family and bringing up a whole house full of stair-step kids, he continued that tradition of music with his singing group, Poppin' and Chillin'. They were singing at churches and revivals, and he told me he had to correct the lady one time because she didn't spell chillin' right. Something she didn't understand there. But Hatten and Chillin' were quite famous all throughout the Delta and throughout Mississippi for many years. But now that all the children are grown and gone, he's put down the steering wheel of that truck he drove for like 37 years and has taken up his guitar again to entertain people all over the world with good blues music, authentic Mississippi blues music. When I walk up to Frank Jones' Corner at night, 10 o'clock in the morning, and I hear that blues guitar singing, I know I'm in the right place because I'm hearing the blues man play. It's a great honor to honor this gentleman today and his contribution to music, his contribution to his community, and his fine character. And I'm very excited for this next year to promote exclusively Mr. Entertainer, the blues man, McKinney Williams. Come on. Here's something for you to make some notes while you're traveling on the road. Blues man. One second.
How everybody doing?
Hey.
Woo, this is a great honor. Thank you.
Congratulations.
I would just like to say I'm honored to be here today. Oh Lord, I had a speech prepared, but it got on blank, man. What I keep going to say, my name is McKinney Williams. And a lot of my friends around Jackson, Mississippi know me as this entertainer blues man. I'm originally from a little town on Lexington, Mississippi, about 60 miles off of Canton, Mississippi. But we're here today to recognize Mississippi Barbecue Trail. Jim, I think it's a place I gotta shake your hand one more time. Y'all, I'm a blues artist, and I'm ready to play some blues. I'm not a big speaker, but I am a great singer. I love singing to you. Do y'all mind me singing to you? You know, that guitar, I feel better. I have to go away.
We have a little presentation to make. I'm going to swap places with you here. And Jennifer Wild, local celebrity, here with us today to assist me in this presentation. And we have an award for you to recognize and acknowledge you today with Blues Artist of the Year. it's personalized with your initials.
Wow.
It says 2015 Mississippi Barbecue Trail, MWC.
Wow.
That's fantastic. Thank you, sir, and congratulations. And I look forward to working with the gentleman this year. We hope all the barbecue joints in the state will welcome the gentleman to entertain your audience in your town. We look forward to meeting you. Thank so much, my friends and my family, for being here today, and each of you from the city. And now we'd like to ask our blues artists here to entertain us for a minute. Remember, there's food and cold beverages over here, supplied by our sponsor, Southern Beverage. Again, thanks to the Chamber and the Mayor's Office, the Conventions Bureau, and our advisors today for the Mississippi Barbecue Trail. Thank you so much.